A lot of frustration among defense attorneys in the Kilpatrick corruption case. This is day 5 of jury selection. 7 Action News investigator Heather Catallo is live downtown. Heather, what can you tell us?
Well, things are definitely getting tense. The judge dramatically changed the format today. The judge is now doing most of the questioning of the jurors. The attorneys are only getting a very limited chance to do the questioning, and in some cases, the judge is cutting the attorneys off. That's clearly causing some frustration. So suddenly, at the end of court today, the judge appears to have taken to task one of Bobby Ferguson's defense attorneys for swearing under his breath in court. Several attorneys in the Kilpatrick Corruption Trial were clearly frustrated as jury selection continued today. Judge Nancy Edmonds took over the majority of the questioning, only allowing the lawyers to ask limited follow-up questions.
In federal court, it's very common for the judge to do most of the questioning during voir dire, during jury selection. However, in a case of this magnitude, it is not common. In a case of this magnitude, typically the attorneys are allowed to ask questions, but it may be that the judge is concerned that the questioning is going a little bit too far.
Former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick, his father Bernard Kilpatrick, his longtime friend Bobby Ferguson, and ex-Detroit Water Department Director Victor Mercado are all charged with racketeering, accused of running a criminal enterprise out of City Hall. Questions about race and affirmative action continue to play a major role as the judge tries to establish a pool of 66 jurors. One man said he had strong feelings on affirmative action because his daughter was once up for a scholarship that was awarded to an African-American student instead. Kilpatrick seemed visibly annoyed with some of the man's answers, but the man stayed in the jury pool. Ferguson defense lawyer Mike Rattay says the lawyers appreciate it when the jurors share their true feelings.
One gentleman says my father was a racist, okay, and we were kind of raised, but and I'm not like that now. You know what I mean? So these are honest answers, and that's what we want. We want people to be honest, and so you can't criticize them for being honest.
One African-American woman had said on her questionnaire that she felt Kilpatrick had done a lot for the city of Detroit, but she also thought that he, quote, probably messed it up for another young black person to become mayor again. At one point, she told federal prosecutors that she could not come to a guilty verdict, but it appeared she was confused by the question because she later changed her answer to say if the government met its burden of proof, she could. Meanwhile, the jurors' personal opinions of the former mayor continue to be examined, especially questions about what impression they have of Kilpatrick after all of the media coverage. 40 jurors have been qualified to stay in the jury pool. 10 of those are African-American, and we have learned that one juror has not reported for jury duty. They are trying to track her down to see if they can bring her in for questioning. And my colleague Ross Jones, coming up tonight on Action News at 6, will have much more on the dramatic fireworks that happened at the end of court at the end of the day today. Reporting live at Federal Courthouse in downtown Detroit, I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News. Joanne, back to you.
All right, Heather, thank you for the update.